Happy Friday, April 19th, everyone. Lisa Coppola, your national chair. I'm here with my once a month live on Facebook, and I'm delighted to be with you. I'm going to be talking mostly today about NAWBO days. So let me kick it off. So many of you know, some may not, that we have a really amazing event that's combining a few components of our most beloved in-person events together this year. It's called NAWBO Days. It will be in DC in Washington, June 3rd through the 5th. So I don't know, 5 or 6 weeks from now. NAWBO Days combines a whole bunch of things that I'm going to talk about because I want you to all be going to NAWBO.org, to the events page, and looking at the agenda. It is chock full of really meaty content that is great for new business owners, veteran, old gals like me with wrinkles, business owners, and even folks who are our next gen members or prospective members thinking about starting a business. But let me tell you the cool financial angle we've got. Registration has been live now for quite some time. We are choosing 3 winners of $100 refunds on your NAWBO Day registration. So how do you get a free $100? Starting today, if you have registered for NAWBO Days during the month of April, this month, a name is going to be drawn, and hopefully you are the lucky recipient of a $100 refund. We're going to be doing that 2 more times, the next 2 Fridays, April 26th and May 3rd. Don't quote me on those dates, but I'm pretty sure those are the next 2 Fridays. And we will be picking winners of, again, a $100 refund. And in order to be eligible for that, all you had to have done is register for NAWBO Days during the month of April. So get your registration complete. Second, and this is where we're talking about the meat of the 3-day event, NAWBO Days. The agenda has been updated online at NAWBO.org with a ton of content. I want to cover a couple of those things, not all of it, but a couple of those things in this live, mostly because I want you to see the value in NAWBO Days, and I want you to register for it because this is a limited event, as it is every day, because we have limited space at NAWBO Days. So it starts, as I said, June 3rd. The annual meeting kicks us off. There will be lots of content in the annual meeting that morning of June 3rd on the future of NAWBO. You'll be hearing from the new chairs of both the NAWBO board, Dr. Janice Shinkawa, my great friend, and of the NAWBO Institute board, Shauna Huntington, another of my great friends. Dr. Jan and Shauna will be talking about the future of NAWBO and what's in store for us over these next few years. Primarily on our 3 pillars, right? We focus always on education, leadership, and advocacy, right? Are the underpinnings of our organization. In addition to the annual meeting, the morning of June 3rd, as that day continues, there's going to be chapter awards, as there have been pretty much every year during our June event, which right, historically, we call that advocacy days, but because we're throwing a bunch more content in, we're calling it NAWBO Days this year. So chapter awards. Cleveland, I'm looking at you. Will you do it again this year? Or will some of our other chapters rise to the top and take that coveted chapter of the year award? Let's go, chapters. I hope to see all of you, including Cleveland. You folks know I adore you, in the running for the chapter awards on June 3rd. After that, we're going to be having leader onboarding, right? That's several hours of great content for chapter leaders. So if you're chair-elect, you're going to be the chair starting in June or July of 2024 of your chapter. or you're going to be the new treasurer, or you're going to be the new secretary, or you're going to be a new board member of your chapter. Leadership onboarding is for you. There is a ton of substantive content. And please remember that leader onboarding is open to all chapter board members. In the past, we limited it to presidents because we had a tiny little bit of space. But last year, maybe even the year before, we started including all chapter board members. And it is such a robust and focused effort with folks who have been there, done that, right? Our President's Assembly Steering Committee, some of our veteran chapter board members, and other leaders who will be giving you the benefit of their experience and their insights and the wisdom that will help make your journey as a chapter leader easier and move more smoothly throughout the year. So please make sure new leaders in our chapters across the country, you don't want to miss NAWBO Days because you will get all that great content. It's the only place you get it, there at NAWBO Days on June 3rd. And then there will be content June 3rd in the afternoon for veteran women business owners who might not be in chapter leadership. Maybe like me, you were in chapter leadership in the past, and you're looking for other content, or maybe nonprofit leadership isn't your focus. Building or scaling your business is your focus. Understandable, of course. There's going to be content for you as well. There are a number of breakouts that afternoon, June 3rd again, and they're detailed at the website, nawbo.org. First one's called Show Me the Money, a how-to conversation for every business stage, whether you're a startup, whether you're in your life cycle, or whether you're thinking about transitioning to retirement or maybe a new business venture. The next breakout is called Ready, Set, Maximize Your Meaningful Connections. And that's focused on networking and connecting together with each other. And then the third breakout that afternoon is called Use What Makes You Uniquely You to Scale and Grow, focusing on NAWBO's WBO, Woman Business Owner Certification. So there'll be lots of great content, both for NAWBO chapter leaders and also for the rest of us that day, June 3rd, the first day, the kickoff day of NAWBO Days in Washington, D.C., June 3rd, 2024. Of course, there will be special content for our NAWBO Circle members. Hey, by the way, do you have a $1 million plus annual revenue business? If so, check out the NAWBO Circle. That's a place you want to be. So NAWBO Days continues into June 4th and June 5th. They will both be days focused on advocacy on the Hill. We will get briefings by our congressional members who are focused on small business. We hope to be talking to the SBA. We are also on June 4th going to be having a gala event in the evening with our Woman Business Owner of the Year Award, sponsored by Bank of America. Thank you so much for your dedicated annual commitment to us here at NAWBO Bank of America. We are so grateful. And the gala is going to be a time both to celebrate our Woman Business Owner of the Year and to celebrate ourselves with dinner and dancing well into the night. And then June 5th, got to be up early because advocacy days will continue for the last day of that 3-day event. Again, it's not to be missed. Please understand, because 2025 is NAWBO's 50th anniversary, that will be our next large-scale national in-person event, the 50th anniversary celebration, together with Advocacy Days in June of 2025. So you want to be with us for NAWBO Days in June of 2024, right? 6 weeks from now. Get your NAWBO fix this June. Do not miss it. Get yourself registered, because there are only 200 spots this year because of the limitations of the hotel. We've been at the past few years, we're at a brand new hotel this year. It is gorgeous, but it still has limited space. So there's only 200 registration spots for NAWBO Days. And I have a little bit of the inside scoop on registrations, and we are just north of 100 registrations already taken. So you want to get your registration done, completed now, so that you don't miss out. We want everybody there who wants to be there. So that's NAWBO Days, June 3rd through 5th. 2024, 6 weeks or so from now. If you go to NAWBO.org, the events tab, the agenda is there, the speakers are there, the location of the hotel, and you can click on it and take a look. It's really a beautiful property, very nice. And the agenda. So everything that's going to be a part of NAWBO Days is at NAWBO.org on the events tab. And then the last thing I'm going to talk about just briefly is the NAWBO podcast. We've been previewing now for some months, will drop on July 1st. In fact, the first several episodes of the NAWBO On the Go podcast will drop July 1. We can't wait for that. And for those of you listening, right? You're a WBO, you're a woman business owner. Throw your hat in the ring to be a guest on the podcast. Wouldn't that be so cool to have that opportunity, to have the conversation, to be spotlighted by NAWBO, to be able to use that content in your own social pages with your own clients and your own prospects. So throw your hat in the ring for the NAWBO podcast. And while you're doing it, if you like to write and you think a good way to communicate important messages, useful, timely, and meaty messages for other women business owners that you have to share, throw your hat in the ring to write for our monthly newsletter. In fact, it just came out earlier this week. It's called NAWBO One. Pretty much everybody reads that. And you have the opportunity, if you wish, and you're a Premier member, you want to be a Premier member, to write for NAWBO One, content that you have that's valuable and can be shared with other women business owners, and of course, our entire community of corporate partners, sponsors, supporters, etc. So if you're great at and you're comfortable with speaking and having conversations, the NAWBO podcast is an opportunity for you. And if you're great at writing and you have a message to share that is useful and fulsome for other women business owners, please throw your hat in the ring for writing for NAWBO One. And that's it for today. April 19th, 2024. Happy to be with you. I think this is my second last NAWBO Live as your chair. I'll come to you again next month, this same time of the month, and be previewing, I'm sure, some awesome additional new information for everyone to know about. But in the meantime, have a fabulous weekend. I hope spring is blooming where you are across the country. Stay safe, everybody, and I'll talk to you soon. Take good care.